Hello everyone, welcome to the Python programming series. My name is Neelu and in the previous lecture we have discussed about the basic of tuple, and other previous lectures we already have discussed about the string, boolean, operator, list and basic things. So in this lecture we are gonna learn about how to access this tuple and its tuple items. So we can access tuple item by referring to the index number inside the square bracket. It means you have, for example, you have a tuple from the previous lecture, I think. Yeah. So this is my tuple, and I want to print. I want to access the second item. So in a similar way that what we have done in previous as in a list. So as we have access list, here we can also use the similar way, right? Like we have to use the indexing to access the item. So the indexing is in such a way, like this is name is stored in the 0th indexing, and this is stored in the first indexing, and call is stored in the second index. So this is indexing is start from the 0 to and so here, if you want to access this 26, so you have to write the index 1, and once we write, then it will give the item present in that index. So this is a way of accessing a tuple. And if you want to use the negative indexing, so similar way we can use the negative indexing as if I want from the last. So I can write it as -2 if I want to. This is -1 and this is -2, as already have discussed in previous lectures. So if I want to access the college, so I have to write the -2. So here I am getting college. And if you want the range, so in a similar way you can also define the range. You can define the range like I want from 1 to 3. So it will give the uh, first index to uh, first, second, third. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it is giving the from first index to 3 minus 1. So we already have discussed about this a lot. And mm, so this is about the positive indexing. If you want to use the negative indexing, then we can also access it using negative indexing, like -3 to -1, -2. So it's like it will give only 26 because there is only 26 in this index present. So it's about the range of indexing. Uh, and if we want to check if any item exists or not exists, so we can also use for loop for this to find out whether this item is exist or not exist. For example, in this list I want to check whether my whether 26 is exist or not exist, right? So what I will write, okay, there is no need to write the for loop. We can also check it by using if statement. So if 26, okay, so if 26 uh, in my tuple, right? My tuple. So this is like then print. So this is like condition uh, of using, let's say I'm okay. So I just want to print that item if 26 is in this tuple. So why this giving the error in my tuple is, oh yeah, so sorry, this is a minus mistake. So after every loop or if statement as a statement, you have to write this this braces and this colon. And So what I am printing here, it's not printing anything. Okay, so this is my number and I am looking for a string. So this might be the reason, because this might be the reason, so that this is not giving proper answer. So let's say, yeah, now it is correct. So this is a way of searching through the check whether the item exists or not exist. uh, the next thing is how to update any tuple. So if I have already accessed a tuple and I want to update that tuple, so some points we need to remember that tuples are unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change, we cannot add, remove or item once tuple is created. So this is about like my tuple is already created, and so and now I cannot change anything. So once a tuple is created, we cannot change this value, so so that we can say tuple is unchangeable and it is immutable. So this is why we call it immutables. But there is some way to convert the tuple into a list. Then we can change the list, and we can convert the list back into the tuple. So there is a way like doing this first. So how to convert this list into tuple, and tuple into list, and then back to a list. There For example, I have this list, this tuple, and I want to convert this list into this tuple into a list. So I'm writing it as my list is equals to we have to use this list constructor for this, and I want to construct my tuple into this. So I am writing my tuple, and now I have converted it into a list, and then I can change my list. So how to change? If you want to change this 26 into some other value, so I will uh, write in which place I have to change. So now sorry, now my list is my list of index. First I want to change this uh, into Burma. Let's say I want to change into IITJ. Okay, fine. So now I have converted that list and I have updated in list. Now I have to back to change it into a tuple. So what we can do, we can again write my tuple is equals to my tuple is equals to my tuple is equals to now we are using the tuple constructor to convert this my list into this my list. Yes. So now we can change, we can print this. So let's say, so this is a way of updating in this is a way of updating into uh, this tuple, update in tuple, right? So the next thing is if we want to this is the way like if we want to add any item, because this is we update our list, and there is also a method called append method. So we can like we cannot have a append method in tuple, but we have a append method in list. So we can also use this append method in list, and then can do the same thing. So mm, here we can also add in for example, you want to add in tuple. So what we can do, we can also do the same, like I have this my tuple, and I have this list, and now I want to append something. So instead of this index we can append. So something. So like for example, what is happening in this place is like we are giving the index, and what index I want to put this IITJ. But if I want to append something like in the end of the list, so we don't have any index of that, so we can directly use the append constructor. For example, hmm, let's say my list. Okay, so I have my list dot append. We can use my list dot append, and then I am appending, let's say what I want to append. I want to append salary. Okay, so this thing I want to append. So now I have appended in this thing and converted back to a tuple, and now I am printing my tuple. So this is another way of adding. Yes, so here you can see the salary is added to this already presented tuple, and and there is a way to how we can add two tuple. So for adding two tuple, add two tuple, tuple. What we can do? We let's say I have this first tuple, um, and let's say okay. So I have first tuple, and this is my second tuple. This second tuple containing value of let's say 26, 25, 23, whatever. So this is my second tuple, and now I want to add the both tuples. So what I can do, I will write my tuple. My tuple is my first tuple, and my tuple plus equal to y. So that means that we are adding my tuple in mm, y, and again storing the result into my tuple. So in this way we are no list to tuple can only concatenate tuple. Okay, so sorry. So this is also okay. Yeah, that might work. Um, okay, sorry, that there is no y, that there is my tuple 1. Yes, so this is the way of doing that. So we can go back and change this, and we can also do this. So yes, this is a way of concatenate our two tuples at the end. And mm, okay, so if you want to remove some item out of this, so what we can do, we can just let's say this is my tuple, and I want to remove something. So what I can do, I can just convert that into a list, and again after converting that I can use uh, my list dot remove, because we cannot directly do this operation in um, tuple. So what we have to do, we have to uh, remove it by using the list item. So what we wanna remove, we wanna remove this 26 from here. So I want to remove this 26 from here, and again I want to print this. So let's say, so this this is the thing from 26 is removed from this tuple. So so this is the way how you can update your tuple. And the next thing is unpack tuples, so that we will discuss in the next video. And yes, so we will learn about loop and join tuple in our next videos. So this is what we have discussed in this lecture one. uh, Thank you for listening, and I request you all to please subscribe to my channel so that you'll get the latest notification for the latest videos. uh, Thank you so much.